I'm back at the Ripley Record Fair. I'm going to be looking at some more rare vinyl. If you're into Ozzy Osbourne, punk, new wave and Adam and the Ants, you're really going to dig this episode. So here I am back at the Ripley Record Fair, just a few miles from my house in Guildford. I've done a few episodes, I think 3 or 4 at this event. So we're going to go around and we're going to look at some vinyl. As you know, I like punk, new wave, but I also show other artists. So stick with me and we'll have a look. I also hear there's a dealer that's got one of the biggest collections of 7-inch records. So I'll try and find him and show you some of his stuff. Now here's the 7-inch guy. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the stuff on the wall. So Anthrax, Boomtown Rats, Buzzcocks. There's a Conflict album single there. The Cravats, Sheep Farming in the Falklands, Whodunit Crash, Rudimentary Peony. These are all artists that have been featured on the channel one way or another. Then we've got Ramones. Okay, so we've got some nice punk stuff there. Okay, and then go down here. We've got Aha there. Masters of Ceremony, Naughty by Nature. Okay. There's Blondie, Heart of Glass. Now this guy, this dealer's got a lot of import 7-inch vinyl, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, let's just move along here. Okay, there's Dead or Alive there. Can you see that? Okay, there's Billy Idol, Jet, Jamiroquai, Elton John. Some Madonna, Kirsty MacColl. Oh, there's a Sparks 7-inch there. Madonna Cosmic Club. There's Kraftwerk as well. The Police, Mike Oldfield. Oh, hang on. Did you see that? There's a Sigue Sigue Sputnik. Look at that. Look at that. ASHTEAD, get it out. Nice. This is the promo of Success, and it was £60. All right, and there's some heavy metal stuff there as well. Bruce Springsteen. It's like a Japanese one. Okay. Tell me, what's your best 7-inch in your collection? Put it in the comments. Now let's have a look through here and see what we got. So we go straight to A, Adam and the Ants. Let's flick through here. Any that are interesting, I'm going to pull out and get the dealer to show us. Okay, so that's okay. Apollo 9, Goody Two Shoes. What's this? Peace Choir. Don't know what that is. I'll put that out. We'll have a look and see what that is. Deutsche Girls and Rap. That's the limited edition sleeve. There's Car Trouble. That's the Do It 7-inch. Friend or Foe. Goody Two Shoes. What's that? Oh, pitch disc. Yeah, I've got that. Goody Two Shoes pitch disc. Then we've got a Spanish promo there for Ant Music. Okay. And what's that? Strip promo. What's this one? Adam and the Ants UK Red Injection labels. Okay, I'll get the dealer to show us that one. Adam Ants Strip limited edition poster. I'll get him to show us that one. And what's that? Young Parisians. Okay. Oh, what's this? It's unusual. Puss in Boots Kellogg's promo. So you're sent off with your what was that? Total Eclipse of Your Heart. So you're sent off with your cereal and you've got a record. Never seen that before. Okay, keep going through here. Okay, right. So we've got the Peace Choir. I'll get the dealer to get that for me. What's this? So that's the Flexi Pop Flexi. I've actually done on the channel a thing about the Flexi Pop reissue magazine. I should have got, I should get that really. And there's Give Peace a Chance, Peace Choir, featuring Amina Adaman. There you go, written by John Lennon. Okay, so that was obviously some charity song. I've never heard of it. If you've heard of it, let me know. And there's you can see the prices, and here we go. What's this? This is Albanians Amp Music Italian. I've never seen that sleeve. There's that's wonderful. That's a nice track as well, isn't it? And here's the free poster. You want to see the poster? Okay. Let's get the dealer to unfold the poster. There we go. There we go. There's the poster. And there's at the bottom, calendar. 1984. Nice. If you've got that, put it in the chat. Always interested to know. And what's this? Adamant's Prince Charming. That's the red one that was shown. And Christian Dior on the back. Right, and now obviously we had a look at that Sputnik one. Let's see what other Sputnik stuff he's got. So that's Love Missile, 7-inch. That's Dancerama. That's really weird actually, because that came after Love Missile, and before I knew that, okay, that's Sex Bomb Boogie. Before I knew that, I actually thought that was an earlier track. It sounds earlier. It's weird. So let's have a look. So there's the. Okay, Sex Bomb Boogie. I think that's German. It's a German 12-inch. And then there we go. Q. Where's the price? There's the price. Q. 25 quid. See, you can see the prices there. People complain that I don't tell the prices. There you go. There they are. What's that? J. Let's have a look what J is. J. Let's have a look on there. J. Tenner. Tenner for that. I guess that's a German promo as well. Oh, sorry, a German 7-inch as well. And what's this? Sigue Sigue Sputnik, Freedom Found. Okay, there must be one of the members on there. There it is, Ray of Sigue Sigue Sputnik, who sadly passed away recently. I've never seen that. And there's the price there, so you can work out what it costs. I'd actually like to do an interview with Tony about Sigue Sigue Sputnik. Anyway, let's have a look at some of these. Juliet Bravo and TV21. Nice. And then let's crack on up here. Oh, some nice clothing. Look at that Bowie denim jacket. If you're a Bowie fan, I bet you'd want that. Okay, let's spin it round and have a look and see what's here. So here we go. Here's the punk and new wave albums. Let's pull them out. So what's this? The Monks, Bad Habit. The Monks. Didn't they do nice? Yeah, Nice Legs, Shame About Her Face. What a track. There's the mini album by the Pistols. Put my teeth in. Sorry about that. There's the Corgis. £10. Let's have a look at the other side. Flip it round. Okay. And then there's Tom Robinson. It looks like it's got some brochure in it as well. Okay. And then what's this? Lena Lovitch. Stateless. £8 red vinyl. Look, there you go. On Stiff Records. And there's Tom Robinson, The Collection. Right, let's crack on. £10 each. Let's have a look through here. So we've got, what's that? Rare Marks and Spencer. Look at that picture. That's shocking. I like Rod Stewart as well, but that is a shocking picture. Okay, the Hallelujah Trail. Oh, football records. You can yeah, you can ignore those as far as I'm concerned. Okay, goodness, what's that? Oh, it's stuck to my finger. 5 Bridges there. Hue and Cry, ABBA, the singles. What are you looking at over there? Greatest hits. Oh look, Shaky, Boney M, the voice of Frank Farian. And what's this? Basil Brush. Basil Brush. There you go. And there's Johnny Cash and more ABBA. I tell you what, if you were a scratch DJ like I used to be, that's the sort of thing I'd love, because I could use it. Is that Kenneth Williams? I could use it in my mixes and things. Huckleberry Finn, a musical adaptation. I don't do that anymore. I enjoyed it when I did it, but yeah, I don't do the old DJing out anymore. If you go online and you search Skyaaz, there's some Mixcloud shows that I did. There's Jean-Michel. I did the one of the very first episodes, interviews with him. So that's good. I'll try and remember to put that in the description if I can. This is a good time. If you're new to the channel, please like the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and check out some of the other episodes. I've done some really good stuff. Now, the dealer told me to look at these Smiths records because he said they're pretty rare. So I thought I'd come and show you them. And I did see a news story saying that Morrissey's actually given up the rights to the Smiths thing, I think. Let me know in the chat, what do you think of the Smiths? Have you got any of this vinyl? I know he's recently done a gig, hasn't he? And he's done a sort of comeback, and it was all self-promoted, and it was yeah, it was very successful. Very successful. They tried to cancel him, but it didn't work, did it? Right, so let's carry on. Let's see what else we've got. Ah, this looks interesting. So, UK #1 singles collection, and there's Elvis #1 hit singles collection. Now, and there's Grateful Dead. Okay, now the dealer told me that that one is the most or the more desirable one, and that one's still desirable, but there's more of them about, and they're 150 quid, sealed. And I mean, if you had to get that from the States, it would cost you about 70 quid to get it shipped over, I should imagine. Anyway, right, let's have a look at some rock. This is all the brand new sealed stuff. Okay, what we got here? This is a dealer called The Vinyl Asylum. Okay. And let's have a look at the back. We've got Whitesnake, Ozzy. Is that Amy Winehouse? The Scar Collection. I've not seen that before. And here we go. Here's a top deck 8 singles coloured vinyl Scar 45 box set. I'll try and open it. It's very difficult one-handed to do this. Okay, so there we go. And let's show you. There we go. There's some of the 7-inch vinyl in the little box set. Okay, let's try and put that back. Yep. There you are. Looks like a sort of retro box, isn't it? 50 quid, and it's coloured vinyl. Nice. Okay, right, now this is interesting. This dealer had a box of, it just said rare stuff. Captain Oi? What's that? Billy Fury with a Bob Marley tour program. God, I bet that's rare. What's that? Deluxe edition. I don't know what that is. Right, look, what's this? Video Rock by Sue Rawkins. So this is obviously a book talking about the promo video, I guess, from the early 80s. Spandau Ballet, Cliff Richard. I wonder if it's going to be any artists that I'm actually interested in. Right, so it's Cliff Richard, Pretenders, Belize, Ozzy, Paul McCartney, Marilyn, Howard Jones, Joe Boxers. Yeah, so it's all really early 80s pop, isn't it? Oh, look, there they all are. ABC, Bell Stars, Pat Benatar, Big Country Dover. No, no Adam and the Ants, unfortunately. Right, well, let's crack on. And what's this? The Roxy? Is this about Roxy music? No. Hang on, what's this? The Roxy book. Oh, that was... The Roxy was like an ITV version of... Well, it wasn't really Top of the Pops, but it was like an ITV music show. With David Jensen. Okay, that's yeah. Oh, try and not drop the phone. The Return of the Fabulous Hoffler Boys. What's that? Shop display from the Beatles. Okay, keep going. Now, when I go around these fairs, I don't. Oh, what's that? That's sheet music, I guess. A sheet music book from ABBA. Yeah, yeah, nice. Oh, look at them all playing out in the garden. I don't know what I'm going to find. So when you're looking, you know, I don't pre-plan. I don't pre-plan what I'm going to show you. So, oh, what's this? Funboy 3 on tour. Okay, Bon Jovi. I'm not interested in that. The Who. What's this? The Who 1981 tour program. Something for the discerning palate. Okay, that's nice. If you're a Who fan, I bet you'd love having that in your collection. There's a lot of mod stuff on the channel. I'll talk about that a bit later. And what's this? Punk. What's this? Punk. Oh, that. Hang on. What's that? Here and Now tour. I went to that. I went to that. Yeah, I went to that. It was like you know, like a, what do you call it? Beatles. Okay, that's the thing. It was, you know, one of those revision concerts where they get bands back to do like 3 tracks each. S Club 7 Colour. Right, let's go back to this. What was this? Punk, the Illustrated History book. Oh, there's John. Nice. Yeah, I mean, these books are okay, but they tend to put everything in and then don't cover it in detail. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather have a book about one band and then go deep into it rather than just talk about the entire thing. But anyway, it looks like a nice book, some nice photos. It's John as a teddy boy. So Punk, the Illustrated History. Okay. Let's pop that back. All right, and here we go. Punk and New Wave. And indie, I think it said. So we're going to have a bit of Oasis thrown in there as well. Okay, let's carry... Oh, what's that? New Order, okay. Kilimanjaro. What's that? Underworld. Therapy, signed. That was signed. Tom Waits. Bauhaus. Stranglers. Okay, there's the Pistols. There's the other. It's the Sid Vicious album, and that's the 12-inch. I was thinking about doing an episode talking about Ronnie Biggs. If you'd like to see that, put a note in the comments. If no one comments, I'm not going to do it. But there's just something interesting that I wanted to cover about him and the Pistols. So if you want to see that, let me know. Here you go. Pig Bag, Dr. Jekyll. And there we go. There's some Jam. Okay. Oh, gosh. Bethnal, Don't Do It. And that's Tackhead. And that's Bow Wow Wow. I think we've shown you this before. There's two two different covers. One's got the Bow Wow Wow on the left and one hasn't. Okay. And yeah. Right. Okay. That's that box done. Right, oh, this is interesting. So the £120 or near offer. So these are all Bowie picture discs. They're nice, aren't they? Okay, I don't know how recent these are. It might have said on the front. I didn't catch it. Let me know what you think of this this box set of picture discs. I think it's quite cool. And then here we've got 3 CDs of the 1966 Pie singles. 15 quid. There you go. Nice. Okay, and we've got a lot of Jam and mod fans on the channel, so let's have a look at the set here and see what we've got. Okay, there we go. All look, see, look. There we go. Just showing you what's available at the Ripley Record Fair, just down the road from Woking. And Stage Town, look at that, around the world. Start. There's actually, I've seen quite a few different versions of that one, and then we're getting more into Paul Weller's solo stuff. Okay, and Style Council. As I said, if you're interested, these are some of the episodes that you can see on the channel. I'll put links in there. We've also got the Mod Closing Brighton, which is the most popular episode on the channel. And of course, we've got the Tufty tour. And the follow-up to the Tufty tour, where we talk about its success. What's this? So we've got Gary Newman here. The Pleasure Principle. I haven't seen much Gary 7-inch stuff in this episode. She's unusual. Right, so there's the Pistols. These are the punk new wave 12-inch and LPs. We've covered that before. The X Pistols. There's Susie. Sisters of Mercy. Skids. More Skids. There's Morrissey, Smiths. Okay, so we've got quite a mixture of stuff in this little box. Taylor Swift. What's this? What's this? Magic Bus, The Who on tour. Oh, that's unusual. Just dropped the phone there. I do apologise for that. Okay, there's Crass. Okay, that's the Clash, I believe. Okay, and there was a box of music magazines. I went through them. There was nothing really of great interest to show you. But let's have a look here. So let's get the camera focused. Okay, so these are very good condition vinyl records. There's Slade Alive there. Dio is at Toxic Reasons, God Bless America. There's the Skids. Rufus Wainwright. Okay. Conflict. Colin, the lead singer, recently passed away. Rest in peace to him. Okay, so we've got Go West there. Lionel Richie. Cleo Lane. Jean-Michel Jarre. Okay, which we've already mentioned. He's on the channel. One of the very first episodes I did Right, okay. Now, this is interesting. Do you remember Now? Now, it used to be called Now That's What I Call Music. Now, when they first started, I think the first 5 albums were advertised with a cartoon pig. They did. There he is, look. There's the pig. They used to have TV adverts with the pig. Yeah, there's the 5th one. And then they realised, you know, the pig's probably rubbish, so they just called it Now. Oh, here we go. So here's a Gary Newman vinyl. Okay, so that's on Newman Records, which was his, I think that was his label. And then we've got Cars. And We Are Glass there. £2. That's cheap, isn't it? And then I Die, You Die. So I do show you some Newman 7-inch. That's on Beggar's Banquet. Excellent. Okay. Now this box was a little bit. This box is a little bit awkward because it's. I'm going to have to move around a bit. It's not head on. It's side on. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not as easy to show you, but I'll try. Is that Olivia Newton-John? Secret Affair. Specials there. Do Nothing. That could be named after me. Do Nothing. When I'm feeling lazy, which is, you know, it's very hard. It's very hard doing nothing, actually. It takes a lot of work to do nothing. It certainly does for me, anyway. Right, let's crack on. What am I talking about? Okay. Choir Boys, Celia. See that? Celia. Oh, I can see that's the Pistols. It's a Silly Thing. Okay, Mental as Anything. What's this box called? Punk Indie. Okay. Oh, I signed. The Others. Nice Legs, Shame About the Face. That's the single from the Monks. We showed you the. I showed you the album earlier. Do you remember? I think that was their only hit. I could be wrong, but I believe it was. And there's another one, Monks. I ain't getting any, so maybe they had more than one hit. I certainly don't know that one. Okay, come on, let's crack on. Okay, I know that one. That's the Piranhas. Okay. And there's Depeche Mode. Now, I mentioned about Jean-Michel Jarre, but one of the first episodes I did was with Vince Clarke, and I've subsequently done another episode where he talks about Sparks, and then I've done another one where he's doing an interview with Daniel Miller. So they're on the channel. If I remember, I'll put links in the description. If I don't remember, just go to the channel, click videos, scroll through, and you'll see them. They're one of the first videos that I did. Now, as I was walking out, the organiser of the fair called me over and showed me this. Look at this. See You on the Other Side. It's an Ozzy Osbourne set. Look at it. It's like a turntable, and the arm is a bone. It's £1,150. Okay. So if you're interested, the Ripley Record Fair, have it. Anyway, I want to mention, if you've made it this far, I also have another channel called Don't Get So Emotional. I've done lots of episodes. It's not music related really, but it's just topics that I think are interesting to me. Some of them are also doing a look at the UK high street. So check it out. It's called Don't Get So Emotional. Like and subscribe to the channel. But in the meantime, thanks for watching this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please like and share with your friends.